Hello everybody, welcome back. So things are getting pretty interesting with Bitcoin right now. Also, that's leading into what's going to be a very interesting time for altcoins. And I'm talking, first of all, we're mainly talking about the top cap coins. The top cap coins are what's going to be seeing the next big boom in price. And then shortly after that, the small caps will follow. And this is how it's likely to work. So Bitcoin at the moment pushing its way up to the top of this blue box, where you just think, oh, that's just another blue box. These blue boxes get broken all the time, and this one could easily get broken. It's the last blue box before we reach 20,000, definitely. But if we go back in time and we have a look at the relevance of this blue box, we get rejected here, we get rejected significantly here and here. So it is this price is relevant. And when we look at the rejections when they happen, 27% on that occasion. We have just on this one candle alone, that's 18%. The next day followed through to 36%. And then if we go over to this one here, the relief rally brought us all the way up to the top of it here, and then essentially we consolidated all the way down 65%. Now I'm not going to say that's going to happen now. Certainly isn't going to happen now. We're in a different situation to that. We've not gone parabolic. This isn't the end of the bull run. This is a parabolic run nonetheless. And we are looking to blow our top off, which means that I would expect to see significant rejections from this level. What that will mean when we're looking at things like XRP, Ethereum, Chainlink, is that we will start to see moves up, as we have done today. Definitely moved into this blue box, that's an achievement, but we will then see a big pullback. Now if we look onto the Bitcoin dominance, what this basically means is we're in this descending channel, and essentially you could say that we get rejected from the top of the channel, or you could say that we're getting rejected from this 200 exponential. Either way, they both come into around this level, around about 68 or just below, between 67 to 68% dominance. Once we get to that level, we'll likely reject, and that's when we'll start to see some interesting times for the altcoins. Remember, the top caps move first: Ethereum, Chainlink, Litecoin, XRP. The interesting thing about XRP is that we've been in a consolidation phase since the top of the parabolic high. We rejected here, and then we broke out of it a little bit. Then the March crash took place, and we finally broke out of it, and this is what's known as the accumulation phase. If you've not seen my XRP market cycle video, I'll leave a link somewhere above my head, but you should watch that, and it's only very short, and it's a bit glossy. You know, it's a posh video. It doesn't look like this. I tried to make it more appealing. I think it's even got a soundtrack to it, you know. Anyway, what it's basically saying in a nutshell is that XRP is an old coin. It's been around since 2000, maybe I think the end of 2013, so it's quite old in comparison to all these other altcoins, which is a good thing because it allows us to study it, market history, market cycles. It's done it a few times in the past, well basically technically 3 times. This is the 3rd time, and what it does is it goes parabolic, launches at least 2,000% in a short space of time, at least. The last time was 7,000%. And then what happens is it consolidates for pretty much 3 years or more, and then once the consolidation phase is broken, you go into a period of accumulation, which is where we're in right now. We're not long into that accumulation phase. Only when we broke out of here and have stayed above this descending trend line, this is the accumulation phase. Technically, when did that start? That was in around September. It started its accumulation phase in September. Now there'll be a few other people who probably know about this, because what we saw shortly after that was a giant rally, almost of 100%, which is, you know, not unheard of, but I suppose uncharacteristic of the way that XRP has moved, you know, recently. And so basically what we're looking at now is the consolidation over, and we're into the accumulation. The accumulation phase is all within this price all the way up to 86 cents, which sounds ridiculous, but the Fibonacci retracement from the top of the parabolic high all the way down to the bottom leads the next level of super price action to begin after 86 cents is broken. It's also where these candle bodies are around here, which is basically the last candle bodies that we saw of any significance of closures, around 86 cents. So there's a few reasons why that level is significant, and that's a couple of them for you there. So don't expect to see XRP doing any massive moves until 86 cents is broken, and that's when it will start to do something really special, but you're not going to see that for a little while. My anticipation of that could be as early as something like January, but it's more likely to be around May next year. So that might sound disappointing to some, but it's still actually a good thing, because accumulation, the longer it takes, the bigger the move. So I'd rather it took place in May, allowing this accumulation phase to gather pace and really solidify. Essentially what you're looking at now with XRP is the bottom, and it will be dwarfed when you see the size of the move at the end of next year, which is when it will be. It'll be the end of next year that all-time highs will be surpassed, I would expect to at least double that all-time high, maybe even quadruple it. But it's very difficult to say when you're going parabolic. Anyway, the main thing is that yeah, XRP is moving here. What we're anticipating now is a pullback from here, which will cause a pullback with XRP and a pullback across the board of all the altcoins. When that happens, the dominance will increase, because as Bitcoin falls, everything else falls more dramatically, allowing the dominance to increase as all the prices decrease. That will bring us up to around this level. Once we hit that level, we will start to fall, get rejected as the dominance falls. That basically means altcoins rally. The strong move first, then the small caps move after, and once you start to see those small caps reaching levels of about 100% profit or more, 100% move should I say, doubling in price or maybe more, then you'll know that the alt season is near over, when we start to retrace all the way down to the bottom of this trend line. And that is the situation that you'll find yourself in when trading any of these tokens, whether it's Bitcoin, XRP or anything. That's what we're looking at right now. The rotation is yet to begin, and when we hit this level, the rotation will start. When we hit this level here, the rotation will go back to Bitcoin, and so on and so on and so on, until this one way or another breaks, obviously. One thing I would say though is if you're looking to do some passive trading, and you could hand it all over to some robots. I've been doing this recently and I've had pretty good results from it. You can see just this one here is only a 5-hour-old bot, and it's increased my Bitcoin holding by 7.5%. So I've actually seen in the last 5 hours that portfolio it has actually increased its size of Bitcoin. The bot hasn't just given me more money as an investment change, which is only 6.4%. It's actually accumulated. This is what you got to look at. It's accumulated 7.5% extra Bitcoin for me in 5 hours. Now I've made a tutorial on how to go about using that, so I'm not going to bore you with it now, but I would certainly suggest using the link below to set this account up for Bitsgap. It is free. You get free 14 days of a pro account, and if you want to go ahead and continue with it, then you would pay. They're not going to ask you for any kind of payment prior to that. So you can bring this up, you can have a demo account, you can start trading on it immediately, and if you do want to go ahead with it, there's a variety of different payments that you could make. You could go for the pro account, which is actually quite expensive, like $100 a month, all the way down to the basic, which is I think $19 a month. Either way, if I just had one bot going, which would be, let's just say this one I've got running on Binance, just a single bot, I mean that's more than paid for even the pro account. So I mean it's definitely worth it. But I'd definitely say try it out, because there's a reason that Wall Street is traded with robots now, and this is basically the reason. It's way more efficient. In the last 5 hours, just this bot alone has done 156 trades and accumulated me 7.5% extra Bitcoin that I didn't have 5 hours ago. So you can't really complain with those kind of results. And like I say, there's absolutely every single one of these has come through. I've never not been in profit in any of these bots, never. They basically are a perfect way to accumulate Bitcoin and also just accumulate any kind of profit. But the best way to use it would be with a Bitcoin pair, I would say, because basically you're just winning all the time. The bot is earning you Bitcoin. Even in downtrend, it's earning you Bitcoin. Anyway, set that up if you're interested, and if you want to know more about this sort of thing, just join my Telegram chat and we can have a little chat about it. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.